Asmaa James is an award-winning female broadcaster with over 17 years of broadcast experience in post-conflict Sierra Leone. Her passion and interests include upholding, promoting independent media platforms. She is currently the station manager of Radio Democracy, an independent civil society-owned radio station. Asmaa is an anchor and producer of one of Sierra Leone's premier radio shows, Good Morning Sierra Leone. She was a previous vice president of Sierra Leone Reporters Union and a former president of Women in the Media Sierra Leone, WIMSAL. She has also attended a number of local and international trainings for journalists. Asmaa is a female activist and active civil society champion in Sierra Leone and likes social media interactions, community mobilization activities, and facilitating dialogues between groups. She has many awards to her credit. Asmaa is passionate about women and girls issues and therefore founded the Asmaa James Foundation to promote teenage sexual reproductive health and rights, with the objective of raising awareness, mobilizing women and girls to advocate and influence policies of sexual health in Sierra Leone. In 2019, Asmaa was recognized as one of BBC's 100 inspiring and influential women from around the world who are social change makers in the 24th century. COVID is real. This is Real Talk with Aline TV show. I am your host, Aline Keister. I'll be right back after this.
Let's watch the Real Talk with Aline TV show by our very own daughter of Sierra Leone, Aline Keister.
Welcome back to Real Talk with Aline TV show. This is season 2. Today I have the beautiful Asmaa James, of course, a name in Sierra Leone. You talk about radio and journalism. Of course, what can I say? Good morning, Sierra Leone. Everybody knows Asmaa. Even I know Asmaa, and that's right. She's here. She has a lot going on with her. However, I want to talk to her to know exactly what she's up to now. So help me welcome Asmaa James. Welcome, Asmaa. What's up? Everybody, how you do?
Thank you very much, Ellen. It's a pleasure to be here. I'm so happy when I saw your text to come here because you're one of those also who inspire me every day. I look at your posts, I go through your different shows you've been doing, and I'm inspired. And I must say, you are one of those people who, you know, you've inspired me to come on TV. Maybe one day I'll come on TV.
I'm going to get you on TV. You know, because everybody knows the voice. You know, if you say Asmaa James Salone, everybody knows Asmaa James.
The voice.
But most if they see you, Pastor go, Pastor
talk. Then it's
Pastor talk exactly the voice. However, we're going to do it, so don't be surprised if you get to see her on TV. Asmaa, of course, now you have a lot going on. You know, with every success story, there's that story that people want to know. So I would just ask briefly about your childhood. How was it like growing up as a child?
A tough one. At 6, my mom died. So my mom is from Egypt, and she came here with no family except my dad. She followed her heart to Sierra Leone. And then I have 4 other siblings. So we are 5, 3 girls and a boy. And the 4th of them, the 4th child. So my mom, I have 2 elder sisters, a boy, and then myself and my little sister. So that's, we are 5, and our mom died when she was traveling from Freetown back to the village because we were living in Poto, where Pujon district. So she died when I was 6, and so at that point, because she was not from Sierra Leone, but she was so nice to people, different people had to, you know, take myself and my younger sister because we are the only little ones. And so the first person took me to Pujong. I was there and up to from class 3. And then another friend of my mom took me to Freetown. So I came to Freetown. I applying Peking. And then I came to Freetown at age 4, class 4. And then went through struggle here and there, and then I had to go to my elder sister at Keister. So I'm from Keister also, and then so when I came from Upline, I was at Central Regent Road. So Mina Regent Road,
Central
picking,
Upline.
So from Upline, we still at the eastern part.
Yeah.
And then so I attended the Annie Walsh Memorial School, and from secondary school, in 2000 my father died again, and then still we were very young. I was just finished high school, and again we had to battle because I am from a very strong Muslim background.
Okay.
Very, very strong. My dad is an Alhaji Imam. My mom, very fanatic, as you can see, tell you, from Egypt. So we are very, so imagine you growing up in that kind of home where you know, even if you have to wear something like trousers, you have to tie lapa, and then even if you have to put attachments on your hair, it's a problem. So my dad was very, very, no two ways about it. He was very strict. But then he died, and then the struggle continued, and so many things happened. So immediately from high school, I went to, you know, I had a friend who, we were listening to radio, and 96.2 had vacancies to say they wanted presenters. Then I applied, and I went there. Colin, I'm always grateful to him. He gave me something to read, and I read, and he said, okay, I think you have a voice. We can try you. And then, you know, I started training. He started training me, and then I saw, one day I was standing by Circular Road. I saw Jimmy B. I'm very good friends with Willie J. She's like a sister to me. Jimmy B just came back from South Africa with all these celebrity fanfare and all these guys. So I was standing, and he came by, and he saw me, and we spoke briefly. At that time, I think they were going to do Cayman's video. So they asked me to go with them, and then I went with them to Fabi College. I was actually in that Cayman's video.
Oh my God, I need to find that video.
I know, I can't remember. So that, and then yeah, Cayman and I, we are friends also. And then I happened to meet Dr. Spencer, whom also I'm very, very grateful. In fact, I think he deserved more of what I am today, because at that time, then he said, this speak here, we don't have this, and then asked Jimmy, and then, you know, we became friends, and then he said, what are you doing? I said, okay, I'm at 96.2. Then he said, okay. So he then brought me over to Radio Democracy. So I started as volunteer, many struggles. You know, sometimes, Ellen, you don't want to go back to, I know I want to inspire people, because all what people see now is asthma, but it's been tough. I mean, I had to, at Form 3, had to have a friend whom we go out to. His dad had a car. We had to, you know, we get taxi, and then we came back, and then I had to go to school, you know, just to support me to go to school. Are you serious? And then so I came to Radio Democracy as volunteer. I was there, freelance. Then I went to Search for Common Ground as an intern, where, you know, Search used to train journalists from partner stations. So, and then I met my husband at Search for Common Ground, came back to Radio Democracy, struggle, and here I am today.
And here you are today. Yes. So, I mean, the truth of the matter, it wasn't easy. Like you said, sometimes we don't want to go back. We just want to close that chapter. But then when you sit there and think, it just really just pushes you more to do a lot of different things. Because I did read something else that said you didn't want to be a journalist, where you never thought about it. You wanted to be an hair hostess. I wanted hair hostess. Sorry,
and then funny.
And a police officer.
As also going police. So like I said, I'm from Kisi. So you know, when initially when you Upgone, you know, you see these police officers, and then Ferry Junction, you see these police officers. So they were neatly dressed, and then you like, you know, with this hat. I was Brownie coming up, so I loved uniform people. So I always wanted to be a police officer. And then when you watch news, you see all these CNN when they do adverts with all these
the hair
hostess. And then I said, okay, I wanted to be an air hostess. And then because they say an air hostess, you have to know how to speak English, you have to know how to speak French, you have to know. So I loved all those kinds of things coming up. But then I also loved watching news and listening. And I always argue. and in school I was in drama. So I knew I had to go to something that had to do with fame, and in fact I acted. I was best actress at the annuals when we yes. So I used to act, and I used to act. So I knew I was going to be in one of those sectors. But then when the opportunity came for me to go to radio, I know I took it, because coming up, there was Sonia Usla don't come. So there was a lady at CNN, they used to call her Sonia Usla. And then I remember people calling me Sonia Usla all the time, because I'll explain from January to December all what happened, word for word. So they always say, Sonia Usla don't come. Yeah, so police officer. Up till now, you know, I want to be a police officer. So when I met a police officer, and I said, "You don't late for make I be police." So if I had the chance today, I think I would want to be a police officer. Yes, I love like being a police.
Uniform, the whole
like just a uniform
thing,
yes.
And things like that.
I love uniform people.
Okay,
yes.
But then this is what they say: you have your plan, God has His.
Yes.
Because at the end of the day, look where you are right now. When you talk, there's no way you can talk about a renowned journalist and not mention Asmaa James. You know, just not possible. You know what I mean? And of course, with the biggest program in Sierra Leone, Good Morning. You know, I know a lot of people. When you're there, you're really tough. But it's not about Good Morning Sierra Leone. It's about Asmaa and what she's really doing now. Asmaa James Foundation is your new thing, your new baby. You know, it's, I mean,
the Gas Plus is the new baby.
Oh, Gas Plus is the new baby. So, Asmaa James and I the mama, then I don't born Gas Plus.
Yes.
So, Gas Plus and I the bate.
Yeah.
So, we're going to talk about that. What's your inspiration for Asmaa James Foundation?
So, a lot of girls call me, a lot of parents call me to say, we want a child to be like you. You have to come inspire my child, or my child want to talk to you. And I have this set of girls who will call me, oh, me, I like you, you know, you know, sometimes I tend to ignore messages on Messenger, Facebook Messenger, but then sometimes I say, no, you know, just respond to them. And all the time when you respond to these young girls on Facebook, you actually, I can't see their faces, but from their response, oh my God, I'm so happy you responded. Are you Asmaa for real? For real? So then I'll tell them, yes, this is Asmaa. I say, how are you? So all of them will say, okay, we're hoping to see you. Then I'll tell them one day. So, you know, I get lots and lots of those kinds of messages. So then I said, okay, I need to put myself together so that, you know, I can inspire these girls, go to these schools to talk to these girls. And then so I said, okay, I have to do it under a foundation. And also sometimes I ask for people, you know, give something to donate. They pass through the foundation. I have my charity work I do. I go to you know, the prisons, the female correctional center to give donations. You know, people don't want to identify themselves with, so they give me, I give them. And then so I said, okay, let me do it under the AJ Foundation. So I established the AJ Foundation. I go to schools, I talk to school girls, I call them, I monitor their work. I know I celebrate their birthdays together. Nice. So that's how I founded the AJ Foundation. I help them. Some will say, oh, now I want to wait till I get to university before I have a boyfriend. What do you think?
Like
some will tell you, I want to be a lawyer, but my mom says I should be an accountant. You know, all those kinds of things. Yeah. So, I mean, because I'm not an expert in those areas, you know, sometimes I connect people to say, you know, this is the situation. There was a time when I think my girlfriend, my daughter, I think she's doing law now. Okay. She was at the you know, secondary school, and then she came. She said, oh, the boyfriend said, okay, we have to, you know, you want to vaginate me for so, but me want wait. So what do you think? And, you know, so this guy said, okay, how old are you? I'm 18. I said, okay, you have to take decision for yourself. And then he insisted, no, Auntie Asmaa, I want to know what to do. And I love him. And then he has this girl, but I want to. So, and then I said, okay, so now you are in first year at the university. So if you keep yourself now, that's fine. But one thing, if you want to do it, you make sure you don't get pregnant, because when you get pregnant, you have to lose a whole year or so with your academic work. So those kinds of issues are what I do at the AJ Foundation. Okay. But then struck the sad news when you know, the 5-year-old was raped, and then everything
just
turned to another humanitarian organization. So now, from social to one-on-one with these girls, now to proper humanitarian work.
All right, cool. I don't want you to go anywhere because I have Asmaa all throughout the show. I'll be right back after this.
Let's watch the Real Talk with Enid TV show by our very own daughter of Sierra Leone, Keister.
Welcome back to Real Talk with Enid TV show. Don't forget to watch us every week on AYV TV, FTN, AfriRadio, and now 98.1. And also you can follow me on social media, Real Talk with Enid. If you're an Android user, don't forget to download my app. If you're just tuning in, today I have Asmaa James. We're talking about her foundation, Girls Plus, and everything else that she is doing. I know you want to know. You hear her voice on the radio. Do you really know about her? No, you don't. That's what we do. Bringing her here to talk. Welcome back, Asmaa.
Thank you, Enid.
You don't talk briefly about the foundation, of course, of what you do, because that's really important, because I want to know. But while you were having the conversation, you mentioned the 5-year-old.
Yes.
Because for me, as far as I'm concerned, I think that was the time the AJ Foundation really got bigger.
Yeah.
As a foundation, how did you handle that?
Okay, so I saw a post on Facebook about this 5-year-old, and then a friend of mine, Mrs. Soy, called me to say there's this situation. But then I saw someone posted it on social media. And then I ignored at first. And then after 2 weeks, she called me again to say, Asmaa, I trust your platform. I need you to make a comment on this issue. Okay. There's this 5-year-old that is at the Aberdeen Women's Center. You need to go see her. And then I said, okay, let me go to the center. And then I went to the center. I saw these. I think she was about 4 because, you know, these are people back home, and they have no idea when a child was born. And then they said, okay. So I saw this young girl with this placenta, how do they call it? The rubbers they put on them. Ooh. And then she was lying there, and then I said, you know, I was shocked to see her, you know, lying there with all these gadgets on her. And then I said, my day was shattered that day. And then I said, I was talking to the mom what happened, and then she explained. And then the little girl on the bed, you know, said, because the mom was speaking Mende, and then she also replied in Mende, explaining her story. And then I said, okay. I said, it's okay. And so you know, I left the hospital very devastating. I came back. But before that, you know, that particular month was just not good for women and girls in Sierra Leone, because anytime, you know, my reporter from court come back and then I had to read intros, it will be 40-year-old abuse 3-year-old, 45-year-old sexually penetrate 5-year-old. You know, the story kept coming, and then I said, no, we need to do something. This is not good for Sierra Leone. Okay. And then I said, okay, you know, I have my own small team of dedicated staff. Okay. And they came together and I said, no, we have to do something. And then this idea came up of wearing black on a particular Tuesday. And then I said, okay, let's do something. And then when the flyers came out, actually, it was meant to be a day program, just us wearing black. But then when because I work with people, I'm very good at working with young people. So when the flyer came out, it was actually asking people to wear black. So indeed, people responded both in Sierra Leone and out of Sierra Leone. It was amazing to see how people actually supported that day. People wore black, people posted, people sent. We wanted to send a message to the authorities, the policymakers, that enough is enough, and we need to do something about rape and sexual penetration and abuse of women in Sierra Leone. So, and we succeeded in sending that message. I had, you know, a panel of people who came. By then, Chernobyl from Purposeful. We had Aberdeen Women's Center was represented by Keister, Daniel. We had also Fatma's story of lawyers, and then someone from police. And then people were furious. Everybody asked questions. People were so mad to see, to hear the story of this 5-year-old. And I also posted her when the way I saw her, without her face. So everybody asked questions. We marched through Sheikh Stephen Street to Law Court. We went down to the police headquarters. We came back, and we succeeded in letting government and people understand that
this
rape
is serious
was getting hard,
and something needs to be done.
Yes, and then we also what happened together with other bodies, other organizations. There was a state of emergency declared by the president, and again we fought back and forth with the sexual offences bill. They had to amend it. We saw that, and then so one of the organizations whom I invited, Purposeful, said we have to continue with this momentum because of the way people responded. We have to take this message to the community. And then they said, okay, they will now fund or support the whole thing of the Black Tuesday. Okay. So that's how the Black Tuesday came. And yes, Purposeful came in big to support. We had to show up in all of these communities. We went to 7 communities, districts before the corona came, and then we had to. And
these were all successful. People showed up and things like that.
People came, community people, parents, students, teachers. They came. We explained. We gave all the analysis from Rainbow. We gave statistics from the police. We tell the story of this young girl. We saw it. We go with people. They talk to them. That we tell them what to do, not to encourage these uncles. This Nami Wef business. Because
that's how we start.
Yeah, so this is how we spoke to them about. And then we succeeded. We had very good stories, very good feedback from the community. And then we stopped when the corona came. But then,
are you going to continue?
Of course, the Black Tuesdays actually will be 2 in December. So we'll definitely.
Figures are very serious.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because for me, not for me, I think it's gotten to the point where everybody is doing something. So many foundations and things like that, and then all of a sudden the AJ Foundation, and I was just like, okay. What's going on? Even though I did go to, I think the first one, yes. The Mile 91,
yes.
Where my artists, so of course I wanted to support just because I personally know you.
Yeah.
However, people are still skeptical, to say, okay, is she doing it for attention, or she's doing it because she really feels it in her heart, or it's about the money? Because we know all these foundations, and you being the face and dealing with all these NGOs, it's money. I mean, I like money too, but. I mean, honestly, is it really from the heart, or you just wanted to just say, okay, AJ Foundation, let me just do something and rape? Yeah, bam. Rape a 5-year-old, let me just do it.
Yes, so I get all these explanation, or I don't even know how to call it, from people. But one thing I'm proud of myself and what I do is in the last 17, 18 years in broadcasting, I think I have made a name for myself. Right. People will talk, people will write, but then do they really have evidence? Do they really have something to show, or you just want to, because my name is 5 letters, so you just go and put my name out there?
I like that.
Say this. So my name is very short, so very short to call. So you have to. I have succeeded in letting policymakers or decision makers take drastic action. Okay. I have succeeded in letting people know that journalism or broadcasting is different from what I do at Radio Democracy. Even my staff, I tell them, you are my friend. When you come on the show, we are not friends. Right. So I have a friend who will say, whenever he comes to the studio, my face is like, good morning, good morning. So when you come, it's different things. So people call me because they believe in what I do. Okay. So some of these things, they say you have to do it, and then you have to do it because we know when you do it, we have all these. You see the results. Okay. So I do it for passion because, like I said, the AJ was based on my passion for young girls. Okay. So I deal with young girls, and I talk to them. I have time for them. I encourage them, I advise them, so that one is my passion. Okay. And for money, I know what I have not received is a bob from anybody. So when I want to go, when Purposeful said they wanted to support the Black Tuesday, I just show up. They do everything. They organize, they hire bus, they buy water. If I want to do my events, I will call you. I will call friends. Ellen Body, I buy for me water. No, I they get at me boy picking it tomorrow. I get show something for talk to them, and then people will buy water. So this is how I've survived over the years. So even when you know, I'm overwhelmed now with girls with the AJ Foundation, and now it's getting more serious. So then I have to now, you know, establish the Girls Plus organ. I have been spending my money. Yes, we got support again from Purposeful to establish this the office, so that, you know, because we all working on the same thing to achieve the same thing. So but I have not received any money from anybody. So as a matter of fact, right now, as a matter of fact, I'm spending the money because I have established my office for almost 6 months now. I have been paying the ones I used to. So you use all your money without money coming in yet? So you see, before money comes in, money will come. So yes, so I'm doing it for passion. And I mean, whatever I put my hand in, it's for my heart. It's for your heart. All right, thank you very much for that. It's been cleared. She's doing it because of passion. I don't want you to move because it's getting hotter. I'll be back after this.
Let's watch the Real Talk with Enid TV show by our very own daughter of Sierra Leone, Keister.
Welcome back to Real Talk with Enid TV show. Now to our new segment, Celeb Spice. You want to know what your celebs are doing? Check it out.
Okay.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Enid. Happy birthday to you.
Thank you so much. Coming.
Hello. Mama,
Happy birthday! Of course, this is Real Talk with Enid TV show, and we're doing Celeb Spice. So we know for certain that your birthday, so we, you know, can say a very big birthday to you and a surprise visit to you.
Thank you so much.
Okay, so you see this bag. You and Dilys are going to dip into this bag and choose one. Doesn't matter. Well, now surprise visit, no, so I just said surprise visit, and you're here. So I want one of you to dip.
But now you first open your.
All right.
And I can put me by Jogo.
So you go and read them out. Why? What's going on? What's happening? No, what's happening? What's going on? I don't get no idea what's happening.
That is it. And this party again. Oh! We are beggars. Friends. As beggars. So the beggars are rich. You call us rich beggars.
So
you are going to act as beggars in the streets of.
Not a nice gift. I used to Enid, not a nice gift.
Thank you, we money. Now we own.
Now the beggars in the street.
Oh, now you for sure the acting skills.
Okay, so we're not ready?
Yes.
Then let's go and do it. Come on. Body girls. No go.
Come in. Ebo Maggie, wait for me. Yes, sir. Good afternoon. Yeah, who they beg? Anything we do. For them beg,
Oh, bless her, Daddy. The compliments of the season, sir. Bless you, Daddy. Bless you, oh, bless her, Daddy.
Alright, thank you very much for what I don't do. But first of all, I think to listen myself.
Hi, I'm Dilys Kelvina George, actress and ex-housemate, Housemates Salone Season 1.
And I am Enid Miss Sierra Leone 2019-2020, and also an ex-housemate.
Okay, so now tell me, how wanna feel? I wanna do the begging on the street.
Okay, to be really honest, firstly, this task has just taught me that I should trust more in God. Because standing in a very busy street like Shaka Stephen Street, with my life, my faith, and every fiber of my being dependent on Enid, I don't get to see when the cars are coming. I don't get to see what is actually driving its way to me. All my hope and trust was put on Enid's shoulder. So, I mean, with me having an open eye, I guess this just taught me that I should trust more in God. Just that.
And on the other hand, me, hey, this I know I'm speaking with, you know, it hurts. The moment I was doing that, I just felt like, okay, damn, this is not easy.
Okay.
It's really, really not easy.
I know it's stressful, right?
It is.
But I still I don't make lots of money.
Talking about that,
Yeah,
it's time
last year
to
I was
count
having-
that money.
This is not see so. And I only had my pull and I was a cat seat. As I only had to that money.
So now check, I want
It's all about the papers.
This to make money.
5, 10,
Look if you know, 50, 20,
20,
25,
25, 30, 35, 40, 50, 55,
52, 54.
no, 55, 60, 65,000.
65,000. No, make.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Nice,
Good
yo.
job. Okay, so
And today is Enid's birthday, so we're going to be having fun with 65,000 that we begged for. We begged
don't even
for.
start it. So lastly,
Yeah.
when I give shout out, we don't know how to give shout out.
Shout out to my Binti Sheila. You for no shout out to Stella.
Yes. I mean, every week you're gonna see different celeb doing different things. Not some me do one to them all. Now Asmaa, I ain't do it. Welcome back, Asmaa, to Real Talk. We did talk about AJ Foundation and things about that. And you made your question where people around for know if it was about the money or just for follow trend. Like you say, you know, also name you name big already. So not so like for say you want the fame, you actually do it because of the passion, which is very important. And I just pray, you know, everything works out. Yeah. But with everything you've been doing with BlackTuesday, has it made a difference?
Of
you
course.
know, especially with you going to the communities, like the district and things like that. You said don't see, say, yeah, the awareness really don't go.
Yes, the awareness really did, because you get calls, I get calls from community people.
Oh, nice.
Yes, they report different cases. They will say, okay, now maybe you don't go to school. Tell God thank you. And by the way, we have again this new project which we want to see pregnant girls after you deliver, you have to come back to school. So you know, it's I can't rest. People idea comes, people call, people say. So it's, I mean, everybody knows about rape now. Everybody knows about you don't have to touch a girl now. Yes, they do it. People do it. Uncles, dads do it at home. Your neighbors, people do it. But then the awareness is there. And then because you know when you are caught, you will be in trouble.
Of course,
so,
definitely.
And we are proud to be
you know,
part of
and
that.
the First Lady, you know, is doing that as well, the hands off our girls.
So, I mean, everywhere you go, hands off our girls. So you hear people say it, you see people do it, even though men are still doing it, even though we still get reported cases. But, you know, when you are caught, you know you're in trouble.
So the fact that you're doing yours and she's doing hers, have you been supportive of her campaign?
Of course. I was in McKinney when she launched the Hands of Our Girls. I was at the National Stadium when she did the one in Freetown. So, yes, because at the end of the day, it's about our girls.
Of course.
We want to see our girls, you know, go to school. We want to see our girls get pregnant when they want to get pregnant. And then we want to see, you know, parents help in bringing up these young girls. So we want the message, her messages, mine, everybody's message on rape should be on everyone's lip.
And I think it should be, because it's really bad and now you face the consequences. There's no two thoughts about it. You're going to jail. So is that why you're doing the sexual and reproductive health, you know, not from this whole rape thing? Because I know the foundation actually now you focus down there.
Yep.
So, I mean, rape all, you know, kind-sided, but not the whole thing, or we're just trying to really just talk to our girls.
So we need to talk to our girls because, you know, I can tell you how many abortions I did in school because I had no one to talk to. And then, you know, at that time, if my dad noticed that I was pregnant, I would be dead. Yeah. So, and I mean, some of us did some quack abortions that it's only for the grace of God that
I was going to say, thank God you're alive.
Yes, so and then I'll even have a child, you know. So then, you know, in those days when you're coming up, you have all these aunties, these big aunties, and you are this little one. You don't suffer, don't.
Yes.
When they send you and you make a, can I also this? So, and then you're afraid to even talk to them. You have no one to talk to. And then so you suffer in silence. You're being abused by uncles in the compound. You are afraid to say it. Yeah. And then you grow up in there. Some of these stories will tell someday. But then, so I said, okay, we need to let our young girls know about some of these issues. You have to, there's this one person you have to talk to. Even if you go, you say something happens to you, this uncle nine gave me money today. There's this one person that you should be able to tell. And then, you know, going up as you pass, get wrong sense. This you don't come out do my business. Exactly. So you know, because when you're getting matured and then you have all this bad odor, and then, you know, still young girls, you have to know how to take care of yourself. Of course. You have to know. So telling them about reproductive health education. I'm not an expert. I'll tell people. But then what I've succeeded to do is to bring in people who are experts and try to talk to these young girls. And then I've tried again to bring in the boys, because many a time we just focus on the girls. The boys will say, or the men will say, look them up. I do talk. And then so I notice when I get boys and girls in the same room, the girls are always shy to talk. So the boys take over the room, take over the conversation. And then so I said, okay, I need to get another organization. So that's where Girls Plus. So Girls Plus Boys and Men. All right. So even though I am, my focus is on girls, but then we also need the boys.
So basically, you're advising, you know, parents, big sisters, aunties, and uncles to encourage these girls.
Both boys and girls. My 10-year-old, we talk. I tease him. So who is your girlfriend? You know, we talk, and then, you know, as soon as you start getting that conversation, he will be free to talk to you. I have 2 boys. So he will be free, but if you're always this, no, don't talk to girls, no, don't say that. Don't do this, so don't do that. Then they will do something that's, you know,
and growing up, we get kind of cold. Yeah. Like you say, nobody encourage me.
Every year they cut me here. Every year they beat me. Every year they so I mean,
it'd be bad way to go up you. You know, that's, it's cool. You mentioned the pregnant women being able to go to school.
Yeah.
There's another thing where we're iffy about. Some people are saying no, some people are saying yes. Why make you decide for focus on that? Waiting, you feel so good.
Okay, so I'm also, or I was with those who said no. I mean, there's no two ways about it. That so I was pregnant in school and I did abortion, and well, I was fortunate, like I said, lucky to be alive. But I believe if you are pregnant,
wait, did you do the bad abortion? That bad when they say go to them, mommy, they for don't go bop.
I'm not going to mommy for don't go, but it's equally as quack as going to the mommy for don't go. So and it's bad. And this, you know, we picking them, we sister them, they need for hear this because you have to be the one who suffer in the end, because if they go pull some parts by you know, go born again. I mean, if they go. So I mean, so talk to your girls, parents, talk daddies.
Oh, you cannot say that blue. You believe?
Actually, na doctor, me I go na quack doctor.
Okay,
when somebody go there this area, where everybody believe, not so, me I not be even know if I be even doctor. So you know that kind. So that kind of thing. So daddies, you know, say daddies always love their girls. Daddies, girls, talk to your picking them, not talk to not picking them. You know, not a good thing. I mean, if you don't begin do man business, nothing wrong if you do contraceptive, because I mean, that's the only way you will able to succeed.
So now from the school abortion part make you want to focus on this pregnant women go back to school?
Not really. I mean, I'm done with that. I'm done with that. I just believe. So then this idea of pregnant girls came. So if my best allied when I check number, I mean, we collaborate very well. I argue with them, say no, I mean, pregnant girls can't go to school. But then when these governments came and they said they had this policy of sending back or pregnant girls. Actually, pregnant girls, if you are able to come to school, you should come to school. It's not like all pregnant girls should come to school.
Okay.
So if you want to come to school, no one should tell you to no, not go to school. Okay. So that's what the policy is saying. Okay. So if I'm pregnant, I'm able, I can go to school, I should be allowed to go to school. And then so, and you know, one of my reporters went to Bond, Moyamba, and then he came back with this report to say 65 girls took exams, 65 girls who were pregnant took the NPSC and was exams. And then 23 of those ones are young girls who took the NPSC. Wow. And then I said, no, this can't be, because if someone who, I mean, that's NPSC student takes, is pregnant, that's rape, because she's below 18. So then I said, okay, I am interested in this. And I went to the Minister of Education. I said, I want to know all those girls who were pregnant. I want statistics, data of them. And then, yes, we collaborated, and he gave me, it's amazing to see how it's over 1,000 students who took exams who were pregnant this year. Both NPSC, WAS, and Becker. And then so I said, okay, we need to follow up on them to actually encourage them to come back to school when they give birth. And then, so this is the process we are now. We monitor them with support from Plan and also Purposeful.
So who's taking care of the kids?
Well, so that's the issue. So we are there. We go there to, we have different organizations. We are asking them to help. And then you have the Piggy Wobi Foundation. She actually, she has these centers where you actually drop your kid if you want to go to school. So it's actually a collaboration. We've just started Girls Plus. This is our first project. It's not strong as yet, but we are planning to do, since she's got the centers, we'll work with her to see that she gets all these girls who are pregnant, their babies, and then the mothers go back to school. So this is what we are doing.
Which is really awesome. Okay, so another problem affecting Sierra Leonean, especially the kids. Sometime last year, videos of these young girls were just circulating social media, and no, they're not good at all. Not where we all decide for just getting to, for just help, because two of them picking in the aunties, I think one of them was a big fan of mine, and they reached out to me to say, to talk to her because she was sick, of course, therefore killing herself or whatnot, and things like that. I was supposed to meet with her. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to. I mean, what's going on with that? And nowadays with these foundations and things like that, what are you trying to do to stop these videos, or at least you know, talk to those girls, man? Even if you are having sex, do not tape it for whatever reason. Worst you can do is do not show your face. But we see it all to the point that they even the way one day, cause look me better now for us. Now me video, the other one they say then now for iPhone. Imagine. So, these are two people a video leak now. How they end up in a group they cost. The VN reach me one, the bluff say at least in follow now for us. But then not for iPhone. See how bad it is?
Ellen,
what are you guys going to do?
The sad thing of this whole sex tape thing is these girls or these young girls, they do it deliberately. So it's so difficult for now talk to them. Yes, most of them when you watch them, they don't then the university. So some really not big people like 18 years old picking them. I say, but it bad. I say, why you want for do? So I mean, it's funny. This not camera, this not television. But honestly, when me growing up, I mean, I get somebody where I mean, I be the car up where you tell me where they buff woman, that's where they call me, because I make sure now me they close the window when we don't do man business growing up. You know, all those who when we born from 80s now they this problem of not get afraid in life. Now it starts. Even my room as married woman today, I mean, I get dark window curtain. I just conscious of and say, I mean, it's bad. So I mean, so sex now for room the biendo now God make them. For any time you attempt for do this kind of way they leak. For some reason, so they see this they tell me say you have to do it behind closed doors. So to the young girls, it's so difficult because they're doing it willingly.
I know that's the sad
part. So we get a whole session on that day. For talk to the young waiting email, because now with the internet, not to you now you picking we get for born tomorrow. And it imagine you go for work and then someone type what's your name, Asmaa James, and all these sex tips come up. It's so bad. But Helen, sorry, now a whole
session
on that they calling people
one,
for really can talk to
I think we should. I think
doing
it, for come on board
accepting to do me, I be they feel saying a female, be they happen. Accepting to do threesome.
It's normal. Actually, to be honest, I don't even know why I'm surprised, because now it's a thing, you know, like you say, when you hang around this young girls, you know, because they're so confiding, you know, and things like that, they talk and jokingly.
And they enjoy.
But yeah, it's like, please, you know, one set, you know, they making party plaba, you know, and I'm thinking, why you guys fight? You guys are best friends. No, well, you know, in all go away, go there and all do. I'm like, are you serious? And the other girl was like, I'm not like that. You know, they tell for tell this in party, when party just feel like, say, no, not so because the person won't follow you, just want to let you watch. And so I just really, I listen, and then I tell for just get at them for say, this is becoming normal, and I don't think it is normal. You know,
it's not. It's
not. But we really.
So it got difficult for actually talk to them, because not so like they can't force them.
Yeah.
So these people do it willingly. So I mean, you need a whole show on that.
Yeah.
Because and then send out the message within a mean.
Oh yeah.
But that because they are doing it willingly. What you go on for? But me, we want for go do this. Then what you where you better for you.
I know. So imagine like, that was the funny thing when they actually done because they done they do it for iPhone. Me better not for Facebook.
So you see, so we have to.
They don't pass 18, like you say. They can talk. They need for really guy explain, because they want if that demand them, that the money, whatever the situation.
So this when are the picking see the text, and they get a whole group where somebody go send in Bobby, and somebody go send in this demand, and they order they go order they come. So they do it willingly.
Okay.
But it's bad. It's really, really bad. But Ellen, you get a whole session.
But anyways, I'm almost at the end of the show, but I don't want you to move. I'll be right back after this.
Let's watch the Real Talk with Enid TV show by our very own daughter of Sierra Leone, Keister.
Welcome back to Real Talk with Enid TV show. Catches every week on AYV TV, FTN, AfriRadio, and 98.1. You can also follow me on all social media handle, Real Talk with Enid. And of course, if you're an Android user, don't forget to download my app. Real Talk with Aline. And also subscribe to my YouTube channel, Real Talk with Aline. If you just walked in today, I have the beautiful Asmaa James. We're talking about AJ Foundation. We're talking about Girl Plus, which we're going to dive into now. This Girls Plus. Isn't that a new bikini? AJ na the mama. Then I don't get the back there when this Girls Plus. What exactly Girls Plus is going to do? So,
Girls Plus is basically, it would be doing the same thing the AJ was doing. We deal with sexual reproductive health education. Okay. But this time around, we have the boys and the men in, because we need to engage boys and men. So I have 2 boys, and it's funny, the 13, 10. So the 10-year-old is very frisky, and the 10-year-old, the 10-year-old is very frisky, and the 13-year-old is very conservative, very, no mommy, when you get girlfriend, no mommy. But then the younger one will always willing to talk. And so I know it's too early, but there is no early time to start talking to your boys.
You know, but Superwoman, because that's how I call you, because station manager, and now you get this foundation, you're able to go to all the communities, like you say, you get time for the beginning, for talk to them, and you have your 2 boys and a husband. How are you able to manage life and deal with all of these things? Because now it's not noisy, you want to imagine all today if you are the contact, in a minute if I don't tire. How are you able to?
I'm just blessed to have an amazing husband. Okay. Ambus is just wonderful, because I tell my friends, I tell people around me, we God be make with 2 dirty, you be say with 2 for each other. Okay. I mean, it's so difficult to see salon, I not talk, somebody go misquotes me. I mean, it's difficult to see a gentleman, let me just put it that way. And my husband is one such person. I know they talk because I'm on TV or I want people to know, but if you follow me and you know me and you wonder, say, what did this man they do behind this woman? Because all the time, most of the time, are they on the internet for the wrong reasons, for catalog of defamation, whether you want to call them blackmail, and then you just get this sweet husband where go always they say, you okay? I mean, if I see some posts, I go tell him, I'm first go tell him, because I leave home at I leave home very early, and then so he'll continuously be looking at my posts. If I have posted anything that has to do with anything that therefore do with AIDS, and then he's constantly saying, okay, you have to go easy. And so to get such people, I think we are now like brothers and sisters, very, very close. And we have 2 boys, 2 beautiful, amazing boys. The eldest of them is very conservative also. Sometimes he will tell me, Mommy, don't do it. I say, I can't go live by, say, Mommy, not do it. And so he's like that. So so if you want to do something, let me just record you. I will edit it and then I post it. So yeah. So I go to the market every Friday. If you know me well, you know my Kuto people know me very well that on Fridays I do all my kitchen shopping for the week. And then so my boys they love sports. They play football, they play golf. So I make sure I have time for them. Weekends they do swimming also. So I have time for them. And of course my husband, we talk, text almost.
So your husband's like your best friend?
So we talk, we are, I thank God, I thank my stars for the kind of husband. And I'm so grateful to God because of the kind of husband I have. So we are fine. Next year will be 14 as husband and wife, but actually I've known him since 2000. So we've been friends, and he knows me very well, and I also know him.
You can tell when you're happy, when you're sad.
So we know each other.
Yeah, okay, so not for going to the markets no more, because you can go to the markets just because you go to the markets.
Oh, I cook. I forget to cook. Oh, yes, also,
you can cook.
So I can tell anybody, say I come out now.
You don't talk and put your own Central Eastern.
So and forget we believe in for feed man. And that's how I got my husband, because Abile cook bad. And guess what? All the African food. I they cook with, like how they train me, put the pot down, put water, put pepper, put all my measurement na you mama we make the woman we menu. Just they take her go put on a fire, you cook, you sweet. So sometimes now that I'm busy working, cook for me, maybe what's another just put small so normal. So I'm used to that, and I know how for do the measurement with me for make it come out sweet. And that's how I, you know, I love cooking when we'll be there in those days. So my man always had to cook before we became husband. So you get for continue for cook, they cook. They cook now all the time, but they cook. And me picking the way I cook, they say, Mommy, please continue cooking. But then, so yes, I find time for cook, I find time for pleasure, find time for one thing where we don't lose in a salon, have family values. I mean, people them rather celebrate. It's okay to celebrate with your friends. I don't get issues with that day, but in times of tough time, I think that your family and we need to see we need to see family we collect na salon. I know they say no they happen. People in the big, you know, what be the car up you use for getting surname there. Then people, you know, where you know they call their name, you know, end them with their surnames. So they enjoy them, but that value now with this all waiting they go on.
So now I make you go with your family for your 40th, you go Ghana.
Oh yeah, so now make me they really try. It's not as much as I'm so busy, forget time. For your quality family. Time for my family, because I believe in family values. And if I put her in me picking them for say you wife, you picking them, now they for be your first best friend, and then self in the young generation will continue
which is really, really good.
Yes.
Lastly, before we go, you talk about your husband being very supportive, which is good, especially the I mean, how do I say it? All the backlash that we can get.
For nothing,
you know, I mean, all the blackmail, you know, he sabi you so well for no say whatever sabi me with. But you as Asmaa, sometimes when you read these things about yourself, really see them things as how you they feel.
I they cry for some time before. I they go. I mean, I go so I can brave if not me, for the on air, be on air, brave it, and then come back. Go into my office now, and then sometimes I just cry, say, but why me? You have many female journalists doing the same thing that I do, but why me? But then I said, parable, so they that, you know, not only really help Mango, now we always ask people learn for pick. I'm a Scorpion, very heated. I mean, I can't, my spirit's very warm. So it's but now I'm so cool. I am so cool. I don't even read. First time, of course, I mean, growing up, I mean, they like really cry. But now you don't. I mean,
you're a woman up.
Because they not go. Why they not go to these fine people where they watch we? I mean, they're not because not me. So I mean, it's okay.
Now Asmaa James, so it's okay. And a public figure. And a 5-letter easy. So Asmaa, thank you so much for coming here. But what's the next big thing for Asmaa James?
So many good things. But guess what?
What?
I will be on TV.
Yeah!
And
She's going to be a TV. She's going to be on TV.
I'll not talk the future about to go keep her. We'll go keep her and say, I am going to be on TV someday.
Be on the lookout
day,
TV.
One
and
day.
It's going to be a Rims production.
Yes.
Yes. So, not surprised though. No say we told you first. Okay? So don't be surprised. She's going to be on TV. Oma for see this beautiful face behind this voice. You know, this voice here, so man Sabian, but tell her, say bluff now and show the fine face. Yes, and I'm going to make it happen. So be on the lookout for that. But anyways, thank you so much. I know you're very supportive of other women. And you know, I'm possibly, like I said, with the name and everything we get behind you, you always tell me, say, I look at you, I admire you, you inspire me so much. You know, the first time where you say I'm like, oh, Asmaa James, you know. But then I come meet you and I'm like, she's really cool. You know, so I'm definitely ready to support you anyhow, you know, with your businesses. I'm here, you know, like I tell you the last time. You know, so I have time on the phone sometimes, but for the follow-up, so I'm not able to do what you do. But I be in, you know, they back up in so many different things. But anyways, no one leaves myself without getting a gift from me to you.
Oh,
I just want to say yes.
This is nice.
From me to you with love.
Thank you so much, Ellen. Thank you.
Yes.
I'm truly grateful. You've inspired and you continue to inspire me.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
All right, and we're going to be killing TV soon. 2021, look out for us. I'm doing Real Talk, and it's going to be FaceTime with Asmaa James. All right, I got to go now. I've been your host today, Keister. Till next week. Bye.